If you're on a healing journey, or if you are a middle-aged woman trying to fix your hormones, we need to talk about something. So here's the deal. A lot of us, when we start our healing journey, or we're in the process of kind of the healing journey taking a slump and us needing to work our way back up, we find that we can be easily scared by feedback that the body gives us when we are committing to and beginning to make a big change. And an example of that is, if you had a phase or stage of life where you were less active, right? You were on your bum more. And no shade, right? Sometimes life happens and that's what goes on. But the key piece here is that you recommit, right? But let's say you went through a particularly stressful phase in life. You were sitting around a lot more. You were a lot more sedentary. You weren't moving your body much at all in any way, right? And then you go and you're like, I'm doing it. And you all of a sudden flip a switch and you commit to, you're going to walk every day, you're going to go to the gym, you're going to go to an exercise class, you're going to go to yoga, you're going to do all the things, right? Your body is very, very likely, when you first make those changes, to give you feedback like, whoa, this is new and different. And it's because you've drastically changed what every day has been looking like for your body to something brand new, and you are deconditioned, right? So the more inactive we are, the more the body is going to adjust to that inactivity, right? The longer or the more drastic that inactivity is. By the way, this is not a regular greens powder. This is a very special herbal greens powder I'm obsessed with. If you want the link, let me know below and I'll send it to you. Just comment greens. Just so elite, by the way. So elite. It's like what I put in my herbal tea infusions, but in a powder form. It's incredible. Okay, so anyways, the point is that it's very easy then, when you first go to make all of those changes, for us to panic and be like, whoa, my body is saying, don't do this. And this is my beef with the whole idea of intuitive eating, intuitive movement. It's like, that's great if we live in a bubble where we are not stressed, where we can solely focus on our health, where we can just very gradually make little changes, and we truly can trust that our body knows exactly what it needs. When I love you and I'm an intuitive person, your body, sometimes what you think is the signal of your body saying what it needs is actually it's saying it needs something else, and we're just not trained to speak that language. So there's a big problem there. So anyways, my point is, if you go to 0 to 100 and you find you're breathless, your heart is beating fast, you get breakouts more that week, you feel more tired, you feel more sore, it's not a message saying, don't do this necessarily. Sometimes it's a message saying go slower. Sometimes it's a message saying do one of these things first and layer it in. But it's often not a message saying, whoa, 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 go cold turkey, none of this is good for you. You have to be able to discern when to push through, when to make adjustments, and when to stop something. And a lot of women stop something that's really, really good for them because at first it's hard, or at first they get feedback from their body that they don't know what to do with.